Isaiah 54:17, no weapon that is formed against me shall prosper. I truly believe that having a cat is like having a child. I feel like a lot of the older generations, Black Don't Crack, all they used was soap, maybe a little cream, and a lotion. And I feel like our generation, we overcomplicate it. It's like step 1, step 2, step 3. So in the morning when I'm not doing much, literally all I use is soap and sunscreen. I mean, sometimes I'll literally just rinse my face with water, or I'll just use a toner, like a rose toner, and then I'll just use sunscreen. Like, I've really been simplifying, and make sure that you always get your hands. This is probably the first time in a very long time that I'm just giving it my all, and everything's just been falling into place effortlessly. And that's what's so beautiful about God, honestly. Body oil during the day, yes, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Truly. I have a psychiatrist, I have a therapist, I have a peer, I have so much support. My family's been so supportive, and it feels so good to be back to myself so quickly. And the recent passing of my grandmother, who was everything to me, that's what set it off. And I just kept trying to go.
You're right. You're lucky that you don't have to think like warriors think. You're very privileged. I chose this world to be a warrior. Now I would choose it again if I came back to this world.
You lay it down. You get you a headband. Make sure it's flat. You pull it back. But what you do with the tail, and this is why I love the headband, you just twirl it and you tuck it in the headband. You tie it once and then you do a knot. You can either tie it up front and do like a cute bow or a knot, or you can do a cute bow in the back, and I'm feeling a cute bow in the back.
To accept it. But you see, life is here for us. It's here for us, and it's
Something that I learned is that in either to experience a completely new reality, you have to embody a completely different personality.
We own it. That means we live it for the moment. That means she'll fuck to the morning. Time and I got time. No weapon from the yes. Shall ever prosper. My holy God, you're so kind to me. You broke all my chains and you set me free. You set your only son to shine like the sun, so that I could be close and belong to thee. You paid the highest price on the cross to heal the sinner and to find the lost.
Love that song. Y'all, I'm not gonna do a whole driving singing vlog, but I could. Y'all, I ain't gonna lie.
If I slip, I slide, I don't trip.
I'm already like, I should have taken that pre-workout.
When I dive deep in the middle of an ocean, you know where to find me.
So we're finally out of the gym, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I feel like the drive to the gym, don't get me wrong, it was a great workout, but I feel like the drive to the gym was a little more exciting than actually being at the gym. If I had caffeine, if I had pre-workout, I would definitely be a lot more hype. And I honestly have not been up this early. Granted, I haven't been up this early to go to the gym in a very, very long time. So I'm feeling very grateful and very thankful that I got myself up. And you know, when you're just listening to music and it's just way too much, it's way too overstimulating. I have inattentive ADHD, so I'm squirrel-like and I'm not on anything. I'm literally just sober. And when I say sober, I mean caffeinated, no ADHD medication, which I do take. And so I started listening to Joe Dispenza. And Joe Dispenza I absolutely love what he has to say when it comes to neuroscience. He said that by the time you're 35 years old, your entire being, your reality, your perception on life, your personality is made up of years of your emotions, your thoughts, your habits, and literally your personality. And so I know that our prefrontal cortex, it develops once we turn 25 years old, but I'm pretty sure it fully develops at the age of 27. And scientifically, I mean, I don't know if it's scientifically or if it's just like a myth that a woman just made up one day, but women tend to develop a lot quicker and they mature a lot quicker than men do. So I was just thinking, I'm like, well, if the prefrontal cortex develops at the age of 27 and we are by the age of 35, it's like set in stone. Like if you're trying to change at the age of 35, you might as well do it in your 20s. That's basically what I'm saying. If you're sick of the way that you're living, you're sick of the way that you've been operating, and you're in your 20s, you're in your teens, it doesn't matter if you're in your early 20s or your late 20s, which I will say your early to mid 20s is probably the most catastrophic. And then once you hit 27, there's something about the age 27, there's just so many endings and beginnings. But anyways, it's a lot harder is basically what I'm saying. It's a lot harder to change after the age of 35 because of your subconscious wiring over the years. 35 years it's still young to me, but at the same time, you might as well just do it in your 20s. I'm telling you, if you want to go back to school, might as well go in your 20s. It doesn't matter if you're with the YNs or with the youngins. I think the 20s is a perfect time to just figure out who you are. You're unlearning a lot. You're learning a lot. You might as well do it with a bang. The 20s is beautiful to experiment, to see what you like, see what you don't like. And most importantly, something that my sister in Christ told me, she said that once you give your life to the Lord, you're literally unlearning years of a specific way of doing something. Years. And I was literally thinking that when it came down to the pre-workout. I'm like, while I'm literally at the gym, I'm like, should I go down to the fridge and get me a pre-workout? That's doom spending. And if you guys don't know what doom spending is when you buy little things and it like accumulates rather than saving your money to buy a car or saving your money to buy a crib. So I'm like, why would I spend $4 on a pre-workout when I literally have my pre-workout at home that I chose not to take? So would I continue? Yes. Yeah. It's just uncomfortable. It was not fun. If I'm being completely honest, my workout was great, but it was not fun. But not all things are fun. I did my movements. Now I just need to do my mindfulness and then my meditation. I was going to stop at my dad's shop. My dad's shop is across states and my gym is near my dad's shop. So I was going to go just because I'm already sweaty, whatever. I could get some stuff done. But I would like to stick to the 3 M's: movement, mindfulness, meditation. So I don't know if I'm going to go for a nature walk and just have a prayer walk. That'll be my mindfulness. Or, I don't know if it's movement, meditation, mindfulness. No, it's definitely mindfulness and then meditation. Nope. It's movement, meditation, then mindfulness, because mindfulness is once you set your intentions. You set your intentions for the day. So it's movement, meditation, then mindfulness. You could go on a meditation walk, prayer walk. And then mindfulness is once you set your intentions, you journal, whatever
you could do this literally during your prayer walk. You could do this while you work out. It's just the thing with working out is you're blasting music, so you're not really, me personally, I can't do all that. It's too much for me mentally. So we're gonna see. I'm gonna see how I feel in terms of if it's gonna be actual meditation for my mindfulness, or if I'm gonna go on a prayer walk. And then meditation is me setting my intentions. This is a whole different routine. I'm used to mindfulness, meditation, then movement. So I wake up, journal, read the word, and journal, take notes. And then I meditate. I would wake up and I did my morning pages. If you guys know the book, The Artist's Way, you do 4 pages of just brain dumping right when you wake up. So I would do that, and then I would meditate. And then I would get into the word, and then it'd be movement. I just did movement, and now I'm like, next is meditate. Y'all, I need to go. I just need to go. I don't know how people be chatta. I'm learning. This is all a learning process. My brain is like, you're doing everything backwards. This is so uncomfortable. Guys, when you leave the gym, make sure you have like a Clorox wipes in your car. Just wipe down all the sweat. It gets wicked. No, it doesn't, but just make sure that you're cleaning your stuff. Honestly, shout out to people who like talk a lot. I talk a lot, but not on camera. So this is literally, you guys are watching me just learn and step out of my comfort zone. And this is so uncomfortable. I'm not even gonna lie. Not even in a complacent, complaining way. It's uncomfortable in this is me literally just doing something different that I've always wanted to post. Finally, I've always done vlogging, never posted ever. I've always been the girl growing up that would record in her room and practice singing and playing the piano when no one was home. Well, not piano, but singing when no one was home. I've always done things very low-key, very private, so this is definitely new. Anyways, bye.